Here are some of the most popular online ways to make money that people search out for and are really actually killing it out there. So there's probably multiple ways to make money. There's guys I know out there that actually make money picking up shipping crates from that are left over from the shipyard and being delivered, and they actually can make $20,000-$30,000 a year picking these things up and reselling them. That's not one I'm going to recommend right now, but I'm going to go through a few that are really the top, the ones that I would do if I wasn't doing what I'm doing. In fact, some of these I actually have done and did quite well. First one is Amazon. We all heard of Amazon FBA, right? Everybody talks about creating your own product online or selling a product on Amazon. Well, a few years back, I did exactly that. I joined one of those coaching programs, and I went through it. I even went to Vegas to one of their events, and I came home and I contacted Alibaba. I found a supplier in China. I found a product I wanted to sell. It happened to be in the cell phone accessory niche. It was actually one of those mounts that you mount on your dashboard in your car, on your air vent, and it holds your cell phone up. I basically copied one that already was a good seller, and I just tweaked it a little bit. I changed the design a little bit and put my own name and logo on it, and I private labeled it. And the very first year selling this product, we did $400,000 in sales. And so we killed it. Now the problem is that I got excited. We were successful right out of the gate. I said, well, this is easy. We're just going to start adding a bunch of products. And then I started trying to sell things in the same niche, like cell phone cases and things like that. That was my big mistake, because cell phone cases, the size of the phone changes every couple of years. And so I had thousands of cell phone cases in stock, in inventory, that ends up became obsolete because that iPhone changed its shape or size, and those cases didn't fit anymore. So you have to be careful. It has to be something that is universal, something that is not going to change too quickly. But that is a way to make a lot of money in the Amazon space. Now, it does require maybe $10,000 or $15,000 to get started, and you do need help. You need to learn the basics. You cannot just go on your own, open up a Amazon account, and start selling online. You really need to understand what's working now and what's not working. So there are people out there. If you comment below that you're interested in any one of these ideas, I'll be happy to connect you with someone who I think is the big player in the space who can really help you with that. The next thing is real estate. Flipping houses. We all hear, hey, that's a way to make money, right? Flipping houses. Wholesaling, maybe. That's why most people get started in real estate. They wholesale houses. What does that mean? I actually wholesaled houses before. I was a house flipper. I actually was very good at that. I even taught a course on how to do it. This is before I started the Crypto Renegades coaching program, teaching people how to day trade. I've been day trading for a long time. I went to the Online Trading Academy, which is OTA, spent about $30,000 to learn how to trade the stock market, to become a hedge fund manager. And once I learned how to trade, I decided, well, I don't need to go be a hedge fund manager. I can just trade my own money and make my own money instead of having to punch a clock for someone else. But before I did that, I was flipping houses. I love real estate. I still like real estate to this day, and real estate is a for sure way to wealth over time if you understand what you're doing. But most people don't have the money and the resources to get started buying houses, rehabbing the houses, and then flipping the houses. You can make bigger profit doing that, but the quickest way to get into real estate with zero money down and zero money really is wholesaling. Wholesaling is where you find a distressed buyer or seller or house, and you make an offer that's 20, 10, 15, 20% less than the current market value. You get that house under a contract, and instead of flipping the house, you just flip the contract. You're flipping the paper, basically. That's what wholesaling is. You're finding someone who's willing to pay you $5,000 or $10,000 more for that right to buy that house than you have it under contract to buy. That's called wholesaling. So you never control, you never own the property, you never rehab the property, you never have to do anything with the property. You're basically just getting it under contract with the right to buy it, with maybe 30 or 45 days to close on it, and then you're selling that contract to someone else. They go and close on it, and they make the big money after they rehab it. So there's rehabbers that will buy that house from you for $10,000, sometimes up to $20,000 more than you have it under contract for. So that's one way. And now after you start doing that a few times and you've put $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 in your pocket 10 or 15 times, now you can go out there and buy the house yourself. You get it under contract the same way that you did for wholesaling, but this time, instead of trying to find someone else to flip that contract to, you close on it yourself. You put the money into it, remodel the kitchen, the bathroom, get it looking really nice. Then you put it up for sale retail or wholesale. You can do that too, which means you don't even have to fix it up. You just immediately turn around and sell it retail for top dollar to someone else who wants to buy it and live in it. And you make 20, 30, 40, $50,000 on that instead of 5 or 10,000 on the wholesale deal. That's another way to do it. Another thing to do is once you've accumulated enough money, maybe you go into commercial property where you're going to invest in multifamily. That's where I'm at now. That's what I like now. You find someone who wants to go in partners on a 50 unit or a 60 unit apartment building, $2.5 million, let's just say. The bank wants $500,000 down. Maybe you got 100 grand, 150 grand. You get 2 or 3 guys together to go in on that down payment together. You buy a 60 unit apartment complex. Over time, with the rental income that's coming in, you rehab and fix up each unit until they're all done really nice, and then you raise the rent. That's called stabilizing. Once you've stabilized the 60-unit apartment complex, you get it reassessed for its new value, which could be millions more than you paid for it, and then you refinance it, pull all that cash out, tax-free, split that proceeds with the investors. You just made 5x, 10x on your money. You keep the apartment complex, you let the tenants continue to pay off the new loan, and then you go out and do it again. That's how you get rich in real estate. A lot of work, a lot of things to learn. Comment below if you're interested, and I'll connect you with people who can teach this in a really fast way to get you up to speed. Another way to make a lot of money is day trading. That's what I do now. By the way, I love real estate, and I like even creating products and selling them on Amazon. But if you want to make money without needing products to sell, without needing a service to sell, without needing to go out and hustle and partner with people on real estate, or if you're intimidated by the big dollar amounts that it takes to close on a 50-unit apartment complex or even a 4-unit duplex or quadplex, then you might want to consider day trading. Now, people think day trading is very risky because it's like gambling, right? Well, no. It's like gambling if you are a MIT graduate and you know how to count cards and you're best friends with a dealer and he's got a mirror on his sleeve and he's showing you his hand. Yeah, then it's like gambling. But when you really understand what you're doing, you have an advantage in the market. When you understand how to read the charts and you understand technical analysis and you learn that by someone who knows that stuff, then we know exactly when to get in and when to get out. We know where to go long, when to go short, where to put our stop loss, where to put our take profit. And your odds of winning on that trade increase dramatically. Like 70 to 80% win ratio is what we experience right now in the Crypto Renegades. And so you could take $1,000 or $2,000 or $5,000 and multiply that relatively quickly when you know what you're doing or when you surround yourself with a group of people who know what they're doing. So if that's something you're interested in, comment below. I'm happy to get you more information on Crypto Renegades. We do have a mastermind where we teach it. We offer up to lifetime access into that. We go live several times a week where we're sharing our screens live on Zoom. We're teaching, we're showing you exactly how to do it, and we're giving signals and entry and exit points so you know exactly when to get in and when to get out. That's something that you can do in addition to an Amazon business, a real estate investment business, or any other job or business that you have. So that's one of the few things that you can do concurrently with anything else. So I highly recommend that you learn that skill, because that skill can pay off for the rest of your life. And it doesn't matter how old you are. You can be 95 years old. As long as you can still push buttons on your computer, you can make a lot of money day trading. That's probably a skill set also that will never go away and never change. There will always be the markets, whether it's crypto or the stock market or Forex, for instance. You will always have that skill set to fall back on. So those are my 3 top things. Create a product or service, which is a business, basically. Day trade the markets. I prefer crypto, Bitcoin futures contracts more specifically, and or real estate. And I still love real estate to this day. Some of the profits that we make in our crypto business by not only teaching, but also trading, we redeploy into real estate. We're building a real estate portfolio in addition to that. Always have that to fall back on. People always are going to need a place to live. So I'm always going to love real estate. It's just a little slower. It's a long-term approach. So depending on what your goals are, depending on what your time frame is, think of those three ideas I just gave you. Now there's hundreds of things that you can create as products to sell on Amazon or on Shopify, or even creating your own website. If you're going to create your own website, you got to become good at marketing. By the way, all of those things take marketing except for trading. Trading is the only thing that you don't need to sell to anybody else. You don't need to even talk to anybody else. You don't even need to wear clothes to do it. But if you have an Amazon business, you need to create the product. It has to be a product in demand, and then you have to market it. You have to run ads. You have to drive traffic to your sales page. In real estate, you have to sell the properties. You either have to learn how to market to attract the motivated sellers to sell you their property, and then you have to learn how to attract buyers to buy the property from you. So you do have to become good at more than one thing in most products and most businesses out there. And most people, You can be really good barista. You can be really good at making coffee and donuts. But if you open up a donut and coffee shop and you have the most beautiful store in the best location, but you don't know how to market, no one's going to come. No one's going to know you exist. So you have to learn these other skills if you want to be successful. Unfortunately, that's where people fail. So become a good marketer is probably the next and last and final thing, because if you're a good marketer, you can sell any product or service and it doesn't even have to be yours. So if you become good at marketing, you can become a marketing agency and you can do marketing for other people. And the good thing about that is you get paid from businesses to help them attract customers. And it doesn't even matter if their business fails because you are getting paid to do the marketing. So you might want to think about that as another skill set that you should learn. So that's at least 4 right now. If I had to start over, it would be one of those 4 things, maybe even all 4 of them, because I actually do all of them to this day. I still invest in real estate. I am a day trader, and I do own a coaching business, which we have to market. So we are good at all of those things. Those are skill sets that we built over time. But if you like any one of those things, comment below. And if you have any other great ways to make money that I didn't mention, put it below the video. I'd like to hear your opinions and what you think is working really well right now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you on the next one.